Welcome back, everyone, to Nerdy Playbook. We're back with Blades Bahamut after a little bit of a break. In case you're curious why the look has changed, we unfortunately will not have Kayla playing for a little bit, unless she just has to change her mind. She's still part of the group, but Ren will be kind of in the background for a little bit while she is doing a lot of different stuff for her job and family. Currently, right now, we don't have anything set for a charity, but stay tuned. We will have some things done very shortly. Other than that, we don't really have anything big to announce, so let's just go right into it. All right. So, last the team left off, finding out that you can at least somehow communicate with Dira's mom, but she is kind of like an idle state. You assume that she is currently unconscious in some form or another. You decide to make a straight B route straight over to Curran's Gap, wondering what is going on. As you start getting closer to Curran's Gap, due to the fact that you have to go around the area to avoid Averant itself, you start to see a cloud of black smoke coming from the town. As you start to land, due to the fact that you can't actually take the stream with your large-sized boat, you land into the actual harbor itself, finding that most of the town is in flames. And that's where we left off. So, you guys are still on the ship. That's where we left off, so have that be. Sure. Are you guys still on the boat? I'm assuming you're still on the boat. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, so why don't we do a group investigation check as you are running, because I'm assuming everybody's going to be looking around, and then we will go from there. Yeah, that's a natural 1 or a natural 20. Okay. Okay. 14. Okay. Investigation. Okay. Running through the town itself, moving your way through many clouds of dark smoke, you're able to discern that mostly either the town is deserted, minus what looks like several bodies on the ground. Through the quick running around, these bodies did not die to burning. There are claw marks on them. There are sword slashes. But it seems savage, not precise. As you're running through this mayhem, you can definitely tell that, yeah, there's bodies on the ground, but you're only able to find like a total of maybe 10, no more than 20 bodies in a population town of maybe 1,000. A lot of people are gone. As you are able to see the fire, the smoke, it's almost as if, as you're looking through, something ignited inside of each location. Not as if someone maybe shot out a fireball or some kind of Molotov at the place. It's almost like something exploded within each building. I would assume so. I need a dexterity check from everybody because you guys are trying to go through plumes of thick black smoke. DC is 13, not too high. 18. Ooh. 12. Oh my god, okay. And got you? 21. Alright, so whether or not anybody decides to hold back as soon as you get stuck back by the smoke, I'm assuming, Dira, you're still pushing your way through as much as possible. Anybody who did not make your check, you are kind of like slowing down, and you got to kind of like cover in front of your eyes to go through the smoke instead of just bugging your eyes something fierce. Even if you're resistant to fire, the smoke itself is still hard to move through. But for the two of you that are succeeding in those, you're able to push through it without much resistance and is able to get as far as your dash can take you. If either one of you want to hold back for the rest of the group, you can, but the people who failed are going to have to move at half speed to try to move through this, lest they actually get lost somewhere in the actual buildings. Alright, cool. Perfect. I like it. Alright, cool. Alright. Gaju, are you holding back, or are you going to just keep following Dira? Sounds great. By no chance, no one's going to take any damage from this. It's just you are having a harder time moving through it. Dira, as you are pushing ahead, you finally get to the home that is your family home, and as you get there, it's barely recognizable, as most of it has already been falling apart. Everything from even the metal of the forge this heat is so much that even the forge itself cannot tolerate. As you get closer, this heat is almost, you know, the heat that comes from fire. You know the heat that comes from hot rock to make this. This is hotter than that. This is almost supernaturally warm, and everything is falling apart. The house itself is almost falling apart so much you can actually see the stairwell inside the house from outside. You can at least tell at first glance that you don't see any physical bodies within the house itself. Give me a perception check on it. Without going inside, it's hard to tell. With the fire in there, I mean, you gave yourself immunity. You can go inside if you'd like, but from this distance, you can't tell. Okay. Give me either a dexterity check or an acrobatics check just to make sure you can dodge any kind of falling debris. Okay. As you move in a little bit, give me one more perception check before something happens. Correct. As you have to pull yourself back, as most of the second floor is going to drop on you, you see one thing that grabs your attention. It looks like on this table, which is usually where your father keeps any kind of certain goods that have to be shipped out, like he has to quick box them up. You do see what looks like a torn up, really intricate box, like someone almost ripped open like a large item and pulled it out before it got destroyed. Okay. Give me an an what's your movement speed? 30? I just want to see how this will work. Okay. As you run in, you're able to quick grab the box immediately, unable to take anything else or look at anything else. You quick run out as most of the floor drops, and you got to quick dive out as the house collapses mere seconds after you jump out, with your long-term home now nothing but what will soon be ashes. But you're able to retrieve this two-piece box. It looks like someone, at first glance, the box itself, you know how your father wraps these boxes. You assume that this is of some weapon of either the length of a quarterstaff or maybe something at the size of a longsword. But it looks like someone took this thick box and like grabbed it. As you see, like there's almost like these indentations of someone who like took it and almost scrunched on it like some kind of softer item and just kind of ripped it apart. And you can see that the indentation, someone just ripped it out, and just you can see the mold of what looks like something sharp was ripped out of the box. Back to the other group. Taking some time, you're able to finally catch up to Dira. As you can see that her home is fallen apart and is nothing left but ground level mess of wooden fire. And you can see that she's holding something in her hand. If anybody else wants to check it, you can. This would be a perception. You could also do an insight in this instance to try to figure out. Oop, my screen froze. Or invest an insight. $19, and then insight. Okay. Between two of you working together to both kind of take into account the box shape, the indentation, and the markings of how it was destroyed, you individually kind of look at different pieces. The other inside definitely fits the mold of a blade. Based off the size, you can assume a long sword, probably maybe just a little bit shorter than maybe like a greatsword. It definitely has more of a length to it than width. But based off of the mold for the guard and the handle itself, it definitely has what looks like a sharpened guard, kind of like a U that goes up and then another U that goes down. One that goes with the blade, another one that goes with the actual guard. Almost like another way to actually attack somebody if they kind of block you. It does also look like the way that it's molded in there looks like there was some kind of inscription on the blade, but due to the damage it has, you have no way of replicating the inscription to understand what it says. But also working together to understand what ripped this thing open. This box is durable. It is thick. It was meant to be able to withstand the elements in case if he had to travel through the cold or the heat or anything like that. Whoever grabbed this thing, crushed it, and opened it up had to have a superior amount of strength. You can either give me, survival check, please. Okay, So go ahead and give it advantage then. Nice. Going through a lot of debris, you might have to move like a couple pieces of wood out of the way and take some out of the way. You can see several footprints that leave the house. It's interesting how they look. There's, as what you can assume, are 3 sets of footprints. All decent large size. None of them that you would assume fits the build of the only other family member that you met of Dira's, which is her mom. It does not fit that. 2 of them definitely look like they're soldiers of some kind. Probably heavier boots due to how far they're sinking into the dirt. Maybe metal due to the point that they have. The third one is what really becomes suspect. It looks as if walking out, it starts off as some kind of animal. About 3 claws, quite large, about double the size of the other ones. But then as it's moving, almost like how a lichen would turn from a wolf into a human, every step itself starts turning more humanoid until it is nothing but a boot that is quite large walking across, heading out. Their movements eventually lead north if you decide to follow. So specific, I guess I should reiterate. It's the mines are northwest. These go northeast. Yeah, so in this case, because you guys are a town that can only that no one's helping you but yourselves. There are a couple different locations you can go. One is the mines, but sometimes it's kind of the more riskier option due to the fact that they are pretty much at this point abandoned, and that they've been mostly with the whole development of the creature. It's been kind of iffy. The last one is actually heading actually to one of the smaller towns between this one and Averant itself, one of the small unoccupied towns further off into the woods, which would be directly north. Okay. Just gonna start heading off. Okay. Okay, so you start heading north and taking the normal trail that you would know of to head north. Getting so far, like a couple of minutes, you can definitely tell that the fires are only localized in this town. As you start leaving the more township of it, it looks like there's no other damage that you can visibly see going further north. As you start heading into the woods itself and taking the path to the next town. Mm-hmm. You can't tell. By the time you got there, the place was totally destroyed. You can't investigate it. Like the second floor fell on the first floor, the roof collapsed in, unless you wanted to start digging. The rest of the town is mostly in that case. You can give me... we've already done a few investigation checks. You can give me kind of a intelligence check to see how this is... Maybe you can kind of put pieces together of how this actually happened. It's not bad. Based off the damage that her house has taken compared to the other ones. The other ones are not far behind, but hers is the first one to fully collapse and take as much damage as it is. You can assume that probably started at her house. A few of them are following as far as collapsing in after a couple minutes, but it took about a 10-minute difference between her house collapsing and the rest of them. I'd also say too, each house itself maybe has a body in front of it laying down. Whether or not it's a coincidence or not, hers, there's no bodies in the area. Sure. You can either give me a medicine check to understand what is going on with them, how they died, or investigation check just to kind of get a rough estimate of the whole situation. And which one would that be for? Investigation. It's hard to tell. Based off of some of them, it looks like maybe they were dragged from the home. Some of them have slight, like very minuscule burn marks, or maybe they ran out as quickly as possible, and maybe like a burst of, like a plume of fire as soon as they opened up just kind of pushed them out because they exhumed all that fire off the bat, and then they were attacked afterwards. But you can definitely tell that it looks like people were attacked after they left their homes. But it's as far as you can tell. They're all dead. You assume that they are townsfolk based off their clothing. Okay. Alright. As you start just heading your way north. Alright. As you start walking into the woods itself, I need specifically Gaju and Dahlia to give me a perception check. Both of... Not in this instance, no. Both of you get that slight little goosebumps on your neck for a second. Both for different reasons. Gaju, these flames seem familiar to you. Almost the exact way that this is happening seems familiar, but you cannot place how it is. But something of it is triggering you, like almost like something's trying to tell you that this is something important that you need to pay attention to, but you can't really figure it out other than just maybe a sense of deja vu. Dahlia, you swear for just a split second you heard a male voice call out your name, and then it goes as quickly as the wind, and with your perception check you could just assume that maybe you're hearing things and it's just the whistle of the wind passing by. Okay. All right. Okay. You can. What's your passive perception? 13. All right. You can give me a perception check to see if you can beat that number to at least keep your head on the swivel. Okay. As you're all walking through this forest, with the rain still coming down through this fire, it seems to be affecting even the spot that direction you're going. Your footsteps are sinking into the dirt and mud, and depending on the weight of your armors, the heavier it sinks in. Some of you that are wearing more plate or metalish armor, you gotta push your feet in, and then you almost get like this gluey kind of mud that keeps pulling out as you gotta kind of almost unsuck your feet every time you move through. You can assume it's probably been raining for a couple days. There's certain spots that are kind of divots in the ground that are full puddles or even rivers that are crossing through the actual place and stuff that you gotta actually hop over or do a legitimate jump. As you get what you assume closer, since Dira, you would know the amount of time it take you to get to this place, you expect to hear a lot more voices, assuming that the townsfolk will move here. It's not as loud as you expect. As you get to the town of the midway town, And it's not much bigger than what usual. You do see that it is maybe 100 more than what you expect in this town, which is usually maybe just 100 itself. They are definitely taking in survivors. There are some people here, but definitely nowhere near close of what you were expecting. As you can see, the few soldiers. You can give me an investigation check to see if there's any familiar faces. There's only one that grabs your attention, and he's just kind of like sitting on one of the stoops. He's just kind of like someone's actually helping him breathe as they're kind of like taking some of their magic and helping him breathe. And you can see he's one of the main shopkeepers. His name's Edward, and he is been running like the general store since you were a child. He's kind of like that one owner that like everyone knows, kind of like that. He's like just taking some deep breaths. Other than that, you might have seen some of these people before, but you don't really know them. It seems like they are doing maybe like a not really like a cure wounds, but more like a why can't I think of the spell? Lesser restoration, like a long-term lesser restoration on them. Okay. Dira, as he kind of like puts his hands on your hands. I was so glad that you were not in the fire. Where's your folks? No, we don't know. We only got out of here as quick as we could. We waited for others to come, but it was quiet. We thought that a few of us tried to get into other houses, but they were all gone. They're just gone. Like they just disappeared. As he starts like coughing a little bit, like the lady was just like helping him. This is like, we found them running here about a couple hours ago. We don't know where everybody else is. We've had a couple soldiers looking around the woods, and they haven't seen anything. It's actually been awkward. It's been just weird and eerie. We've only been able to count these ones thus far. There's many missing. No, the looking around, it's like they kind of like make a point as they look further north, and you can see it's just like a couple guards that are usually there to like be like the tax post to go between and from Averant in the midway towns, and they're currently like making sure that no one can actually get into Averant, as they're just standing there and they were just at full lock position. So this is one of the pathways that connects Curran's Gap to New Averant, the town itself, and they're specifically blocking the path to stop anyone who's not a New Averant citizen from getting in at this current moment. Correct. Mm-mm. Yeah. No, I mean, you can't even see their faces. They're fully helmed up. These look like just regular, just pawns of the whole system, and they are just sitting there with their rifles and swords, and they look like they're ready to just be trigger happy. There's a few people, looks like they're trying to pass by. It looks like someone's already been shot by one of them as they're being taken care of. Alright, that's far enough. Turn around. Whatever your problems are, your problems, not ours. Our orders is to keep you here and have you deal with your own. So go ahead. Keep with your own. As they have their muscles aimed in your direction. They just look like they are just like those guys that give them a reason to shoot and they just, very that kind of guy. No, he's fine. They just did one shot, and looks like it was in the leg, and it looks like someone is able to do cure wounds quick enough to at least get the powder out. As Edward just grabbed your hand, where are you going? There's nothing back there. Whatever's happening is just be safe. As he goes back to like holding like very similar to like a respirator, trying to breathe as she's healing him. Polite. Okay. Okay. So for anybody who's going to try to follow the tracks specifically, other than just following someone else, you can give me if you want to do a group survival check, we can, to try to best check them. Okay. Okay. If you're not getting a survival check, you can do a nature check to just try to check out the woodlands as you're passing through them. Okay. Spooky 20 from Dira. Ooh, natural 20. Okay. Okay. Yeah, roll. And then Apollo/Hades. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to, but it's with you. Okay. It's alright. It's alright. Most of you guys got really good. As you're able to reconvene with the actual footsteps, as you can assume they didn't go as far north directly as the actual town itself, so you go back to where the footsteps were and you start following it northeast from there. You can assume if they keep following this as a straight beeline in this direction, they're heading over into what some call the Hollow Hills. They are just old abandoned woods within the actual mountainside themselves that have been rumored to reside a large amount of dark creatures. During the time when the plague was very prevalent, it had a hive here, and it kind of left its stain on the area. Progressively moving in this direction, it ever feels so clear that is where you're going. As the woods themselves, even though the rain's coming down, it is wet. You start to notice the weather almost change within seconds as you move through. Summer turns into fall as leaves start to drop on the ground, and then as soon as they touch the ground, they turn into ash at your feet. As you start to enter into part of a forest that is dead and decaying. But still, you can tell that you haven't left anywhere that is not where you came from. You are still in the same location on the map. You have not left dimensions. Nothing magical is happening here. You assume that this is just a dark area. Entering into this place, you start to enter into a cavern that is just wide enough to be a space between the base of two mountains. As you see these trails of footsteps leading within them. By the time you get to the crevice of the two mountains, as right before you enter into the tunnel itself, you see that there's more footprints going in. Some of them walked around the mountain to reconvene, and others. These ones are very different. For anybody who is actively watching these specific footprints, give me a perception check or an insight check on the footprints themselves to understand what these are. 24, 19. Ten. For the couple of you, what'd you get? Either perception or insight, either one. Okay, for the few of you that got like the 20s or higher, you're able to tell that these are specifically infernal demons, the footprints themselves. The specific claw marks and the indentation of how they walk, the fact that they have to almost press down with their claws inwards every time they push off. You can see the indentations of them, the 3 points, even the back little point, kind of very much like an avian foot that kind of claws in itself in the ground. And the fact of how lightly they push in the ground shows that they are probably small or very lightweight. Compared to the other ones, these, you can definitely tell the size and weight difference. These demons are probably smaller, maybe, no more than 5 feet, maybe even floating up in the air and landing a little bit due to the space with their wings. Compared to the other 3 that you were following, definitely have more weight to them. Based off the several checks you guys have had so far too, you can assume that the 3 you've been following, whether or not they're wearing armor, probably each one of them, maybe you definitely can't tell the height, but you can assume the weight, unless they're wearing extremely heavy armor, is at least 200 pounds a person. You can give me a history check to try to go back in your memory to see if any of them grab your attention. History. 9. Something about them grab your attention. You just can't place it. That deja vu is just grabbing at you again. You know there's something about these that you should know more about, but it's just not clicking. So you're trying to put logic into this? Is that the idea? It'd have to be a very high DC, but you can give me an intelligence check on this one, which you should be good at. Oh, that's right. You're a sorcerer, not a wizard. That's right. Based on putting a few facts together, the other thing that can really be like, pointing the direction is the fact that a lot of this screams of demonic. but that doesn't necessarily direct it at your friends. It could be them, but that's kind of like pointing to any kind of demon and saying, demonic, you, kind of like that. But you got right, but there is nothing on here that there's nothing out here that really kind of like, there's nothing that you have seen thus far that really necessarily says this is like a demon. It only looks like you've seen demons as like the creatures that are following. You have no way to assume that the person who's leading is a demon. Could be your great uncle twice removed. Who knows? Okay. All right. All right. So, because the way that leads between the mountains is not tight, but it is a 10 to 15 foot width, give or take, when you got to kind of dodge around some trees that are growing inward into it. Sometimes make it 10 feet. I need to know the walking order. On point. Second. Rear. You can fly if you want to. You got dark vision, so you can see the only thing that's really obstructing you is the rain. There's no like magical darkness or anything. Sure. Yeah, I mean, like, by all intents and purposes, you're not actually like in a full tunnel. You're just kind of like in a point where the two mountains just kind of meet, and it is just so tight, so you got to kind of fly up. But if you fly too high, you might kind of like lose sight of them. So you just got to kind of stay in the air. But yeah, you can do that. 25 feet up. All right. So I think what was it? Gaju, you said you're taking the rear. Okay, and then we have, so then it would be Dira, Zephynia, Dahlia, and Gaju with Apollo, Hades up in the air. And then are you flying parallel to them, or are you like moving in advance or holding back? Are you just like staying directly above them at all times? Perfect. Okay, got it. All right. So for the people that are in front, specifically Zephynia and Dira, I need an investigation check as you're walking. Oh no! 22. Dira, your dedication and your service to do this is outweighing the fact that you are having a tough time moving through this. First of all, I don't believe you have dark vision, do you? You do. That's right, you do have dark vision. But maybe you are just not taking into account that you should be more prepared, or maybe you should be more stealthy about this, and you are kind of like hitting corners and you're trying to move through, and you're just not keeping fully aware of what's going on. But Zephynia, you are taking into account the lay of the land that is ahead of you and above you. You notice that the way that this path is not simply a straight line. There's no like madness to it. There's no like man-made item. It's just it just cuts like a zigzag in just a random snake fashion. You have no idea if you're going to really take a right in a few minutes, left a few minutes. Who knows if you're going to go in a circle? You do not know. The only thing you've known so far is you're staying at least on a parallel level. You're never increasing or decreasing in height thus far. You do notice, though, that one thing that grabs your attention is based off the way that the mountains are shaped and the way that they cut into each other. Occasionally, one of them kind of like cuts into the other one. Very much, they're not a perfect mountain. They kind of like crash into each other. There are certain spots where you could assume, if you are paranoid, there could be people hiding about 30 feet above you at every random interval. Not consistently, like there's paths, but there are like small, like little slits that cut out where someone could be like laying down and maybe hiding, but only like one person here or there. For the rears, Dahlia and Gaju, I need perception checks to make sure that you are covered, that you are able to see if anything comes up behind you. 13. Okay. Dahlia, you are mostly making sure that you can stick with the rest of the group. I'm assuming Dira is not really going at half speed, so you're just trying to make sure you don't lose them. Gaju, you are keeping your eye as open as possible. You start to notice the same things that Zephania is noticing. Whether or not there are actually people there are many spots 30 feet, 40 feet, 50 feet up randomly that someone could hide and pick you off if they felt so inclined. That deja vu sense is not leaving you. And slowly but surely you're feeling that chill go down your spine as if there's something that you should be really fine about this. Something about it is just like not necessarily calling you, but you got like a purpose to know something here. But you're still not really grasping it. The deja vu is just kind of like you're not getting over it yet. But you're moving through without much problem. 5 minutes, 10 minutes pass. No attackers. And my screen froze again. I gotta fix this damn thing. Okay, you pull out your shield. If it turns on. Oh no. What's going on? It just keeps freezing, even though it says I got great interwebs. Alright. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Hang on 1 second, guys. I'm gonna try something. Hang on 1 second. There you go. Yes. All right. Hopefully the problem is solved. If not, I got nothing. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, as you pulled out your shield. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes even has passed by, and you have no sight of anything. These footprints are still going for a decent amount of time. Do you commit to this journey to move on even further? Okay. Okay, as you're flying through, go ahead. Oh, fantastic. I love it. I love that for us. Because why would it, like, not give me... Yeah, right.
Hear us talk about the birthday party.
Alright, here we go.
I'll be sad if they didn't hear us talking about the birthday party.
Okay, now.
Okay.
Now I can hear us.
Yeah,
we're good.
Okay, so...
Oh, I see what you did there. It would be fire. Okay. Sorry.
With your perception, it is nothing going on. With everybody else noticing that there could be somebody around, you do not find anybody hiding around corners. You do not see anything odd you don't see anything different than what they see on the ground. 20 minutes has passed and an uneventful journey, but the footsteps still in front of you. Anybody want to do anything?
I want to just take my flame longbow out and just have it ready if anybody pops out from above us.
Okay. Alright.
Does anyone feel like it's too quiet, almost?
It's always quiet hits way. Nobody comes here if they can help it.
Just wondering if it was me. It feels a little weird.
As you move in closer, the 5 minutes pass, and you start to notice that you have left out of the actual connection between the mountains, and you have entered into the full hollow woods. The width of the woods for the pathway itself is quite large. You're able to now move freely amongst yourselves, and there's plenty of room for you to still fly if you want to fly, but if you go any higher than about 45 feet, you're kind of stuck in the brush, and it's hard for you to move around the actual tree branches and such. I need everyone's passive perception, please.
I believe that is a
13.
10. Yes, it is.
15.
17.
Okay.
Destiny!
11.
Okay. So, for Dahlia, in the distance, you do hear what sounds like, in the distance, maybe 100 feet, maybe a little bit more. It sounds like maybe a gathering of some kind. You can hear several voices, but from this distance, you cannot hear the words. You can't understand it. It just sounds like many people talking at once very quietly.
I'll just go rigid, and I'll just be like, people up ahead. And, like, crouch down.
Yeah. Now might be a great time for psychic whispers.
Turns it on.
I'm gonna throw on my cloak of invisibility while we wait.
Okay.
I am not slowing down unless somebody tells me to.
Fair enough. Alright.
I just say it louder in psychic whispers. There is a lot of people up ahead.
We're looking for a lot of people.
I'm gonna put
We
my
need to
hand-
do it maybe stealthily.
I will go up and grab Dira's shoulder
Okay.
and like put a hand and be like, Dira, I understand you're worried. Believe me, but we can't be stupid about this. We can't just rush in there because if it's not them, that's going to be a problem.
So what do you suggest?
Let's take our time. They're not going anywhere, and we will verify that it is your people and not somebody else.
Alright, let's go.
Okay. So are we going in quiet, or are you guys just going in?
We're going
Quiet.
Quiet.
as best we can.
Alright.
Yeah.
Stealth check from the group, please. that vaguely sounds like past law trace, but I don't know.
I gotta sneeze. I don't know.
It's crazy.
What do you say,
Yeah,
Tyson?
I will cast Pass Without Trace.
Oh, that's so smart. That's awesome of you.
Yay.
I was actually looking for it, I just couldn't remember the name, and then I didn't hear what you said, so it just didn't register. Well, I definitely needed it, my god.
I say
Yeah, I did too. So that's 3 plus 6 plus 10 is 16.
17.
I was gonna say the DC is 18.
29.
playing one.
Sorry, math.
21. Okay.
25.
25. Okay. So who failed? Who failed?
Surprise, surprise.
No!
Moving through between the armor, maybe the wings of Zephyria just kind of moving against certain trees as they kind of like the wind is kind of moving in that certain directions, and you're trying to like push them away. I know this being Vax all the time. It's really annoying to move the wings around. Eventually, you have to stop, assumingly that you think that someone heard you. as immediately after like a couple brush lines, and you're within 30 feet, but you don't see them yet. You only see like a glow coming around a corner. Maybe there's a cutoff in the woods where they're all hanging out. And at that moment, it kind of goes quiet. A few seconds go, no sound. And then it just resumes, chattering again, as if nothing happened.
I'm gonna use our little whisper. They can't see me. Should I go ahead? I don't like the sound of that silence.
Tell us what you see, please.
Tell us what your ASMR eyes see.
Otherwise I can
I'll
see
be
that.
Maybe you both could go and take up different sides?
And have backup in case something goes horribly wrong.
Sounds good.
Okay, so you guys are kind of like flanking around. Is that the idea? What I'm getting at?
Is
Okay, so there's only one pathway to get there. One of you will have to take the pathway. The other one is going to have to kind of cut through the woods, kind of go around. Who's taking the woods and who's taking the pathway?
I'll take the woods.
Woods. Okay. All right. So, Zephania, since you are in stealth, you can give me. Since you're not, since you are with a cloak, you can give me stealth with advantage, and then got you.
Disadvantage. So I'll just.
But you still have pass without trace.
That's true. You still have pass without trace.
Can I sprinkle in some guidance to both of them as they leave as well?
Sure.
What does guidance
my-
do again?
Take my D4.
Yeah, it's a plus D4 to an ability check, and then got you a regular stealth check.
Okay.
Obviously, it's your pass without trace.
D4.
What?
I'm gonna send my hopes and prayers with them.
28 with
Ooh.
without a trace.
Okay.
23.
Okay. Moving slowly and going around. Zephania, as you sit a bit closer, you start to follow this trail. As you see that there's this little cutout spot that clearly is not supposed to be here. So you almost see like the trees themselves has almost slid themselves out of the way. As you can see, like drag marks, almost like they kind of bent to make this path, almost unnaturally. As you see this little cutout spot of like 50 different people. At the same time, Gadju, you're walking around. You obviously don't see Zephania, but you start moving around. As you get closer from the other side, you see this circular area within the woods where there is a decent amount of people all dressed up in what looks like golds, blacks, and reds. Everywhere from what just seems like simple scribes to warriors to some of them, even a lot of them are actually look about 50-60% of them definitely have tiefling features, but not full devil features. Definitely the more tiefling-esque features. Whoever is taking the lead of this, their back is turned towards you. They're quite large. They're wearing a full, like, noble's garb, blacks and golds, paisley design. I need both of you to give me a perception check on the area you're looking at from two different angles.
Ooh,
Nat 20 for 20.
Ooh, boy.
those spies of Finio.
9.
Oh no. From this distance, first Skaju, you're afraid to move any dirt closer. You're hard to kind of discern a lot of going on. You're still staying within the confines of the woods. A lot of trees are blocking you. A lot of the shadows are getting in your way. This leader is large and it's hard to tell. You can always see the people because almost most of them are looking at him, and you can see at least most of the features of these people. Yeah, definitely have the tiefling features, and they all seem to have a matching insignia of some kind. Most of them are wearing a necklace, but some of them have it maybe attached to their bracer. But it is always some kind of stone. It looks like some kind of bloodstone. Zephania, with your fantastic natural 20, as you're looking in, you see very similar things. Many people with bloodstone markings all over them, horns and tails all over, with the exception of a few. You can definitely tell that based off of the way this is if you're not a tiefling or a devil in here, you are definitely the lower on the totem pole. You do eventually see a couple of the demons that you guys are following kind of like hanging up on the trees, and they're just kind of like creeping out. They're not like looking for anything, but they're just kind of like hanging out between the trees, like these little wings just kind of flapping as they kind of like are just kind of just like chilling and just kind of watching from the distance. These little guys, maybe a total of like 10 of them. They definitely look kind of hellspawnish. They definitely kind of have like this foggy smoke that kind of like constantly is all around them, like a smoky shadow that kind of is always around them. In the distance, you see someone standing there, tall, probably about 8 feet in height, humanoid, definitely tiefling, but is quite elegant with his features. Has a very pale human skin, and until you saw his horns, you would assume that he was full human, maybe Azumar. His features are quite glamorous. Tattoos that are silver and gold, pearlescent eyes, but his horns are gold. He's got a total of 6 of them, all kind of coming from different points, kind of like very similar to how antlers are, where they come off of one point and they spread. The only difference is these are very devilish horns. There's nothing fully elegant about them other than the gold themselves. He's wearing a long overcoat. Based off the way he's wearing this and approach himself, he is at the very lowest is a lord of some kind. At highest, you assume he's a king of something based off what he's wearing. Some armor on. Everything he's wearing has purpose. He's saying nothing, but it almost like he's telepathically talking to all of them, as they are just chattering on and on. Do you speak Infernal?
Don't think so, but let me double check.
I do.
I do not.
Okay. So the only thing you hear Gaju from a distance, and he doesn't say anything, but you can hear from them. Oh, we got them. They'll be good prizes for you. We'll make sure that they get sent over to the shadows. They're on their way there now. As one of them walks forward and just kind of kneels and presents them with a very, very large sword that matches the mold that you just took out. As he grabs it and he feels it out, and as he holds it up, Zafina, you can see, since it's kind of blocked by his body for you, Gaju, you can see as he grabs his sword, the markings that you guys weren't able to fully see due to the mold being destroyed has something that activates for him as the sword itself starts to almost turn into a blade of nothing but black fire. Almost like a blade of smog itself. As he takes the blade oh so similarly like someone you know, and he just takes it and he slashes against the wind as the portal itself appears.
What's happening?
I'm gonna relay everything that was just told about the demons and the trees and the Lord Tiefling guy, what he looks like. That he had a sword and slashed, and it looks like a portal opened up.
How descriptive are you about this guy?
Very descriptive.
I would definitely say with your check you got, you're translating it very well to the group.
Do I? Sorry, what'd you say, Dira?
He said we can't let them get away. They took our people away. Where are they going?
Do I see any of the people here?
No.
I'm gonna let Dira know they're not here, but I think they're going somewhere else.
They said they're being sent somewhere. Where?
Permission to be Rush.
Please.
I cast Call Lightning on the leader.
Yes.
Okay.
I need him to make a Dexterity 15 saving throw.
Okay, let me pull up this character sheet. I did not expect this to happen. Give me a minute.
I was say, Joe, with this description. Do I know this person?
Oh, yeah.
No! Shit.
Alright, so dexterity saving throw.
You say permission to be rash, and Dolly goes, and then just lightning shoots out of the sky before she can even finish.
Which one am I feeling?
Ratchet is already walking forward, so...
Ooh! I wish I could show this to you. Natural 20.
Oh, shit.
I can't really move my camera, but natural 20.
Okay, let me double check what happens on a success.
Yes, I actually want to know how this works out. Tell me.
Remember. It's been too long.
Okay, let's see. He's going to take half 3d10 lightning damage. I need to
Got a map ready, Joe, because we're all hidden in there.
Sorry, I gotta find my d10.
Yeah.
Well, he's taking damage. Since I am invisible, since he is not even expecting anybody close to him, and I could assume he doesn't have a tight grip on the sword, can fly and grab the sword from him.
Let's see. I rolled 19, so...
So he's gonna take half. So he take half of that. So then he would take 9.
Okay.
And it's lightning or thunder damage.
Lightning.
Okay.
It does not say anything about thunder.
Okay. It usually doesn't. And it's Affinia. Tell me exactly what you want to do again.
I'm still invisible. I'm
Yep.
gonna activate my wings.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm gonna fly down, grab the sword, and pluck it from him. That way.
Okay. Let me think how this is gonna work. Alright, so as the lightning strikes down, immediately you just, from anybody who does not know this is going on, you just randomly see the random storm strike from the sky as it just comes down at this spot and lights up. For anybody who's not Gadget's Affinia, this light for a second allows you all to see this group in the distance as it just shoots off a bright light for just a couple seconds that you can see as he gets struck, but you do not hear like a voice of pain as he just gets pushed down for a second as all the others kind of back up. Zephinia, you fly in. What's your flying speed?
That is a very good question.
I'm gonna guess 30 feet, but double check.
I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, blonde moment. Where am I finding my flying speed?
It should be right next to your actual true movement speed. There should just be 2 parts for you. There should be a flying and a regular walking speed.
I just have walking.
Let me double check. It might be under your racial feats because you technically aren't supposed to be able to fly until you actually activate your Azimar ability. Let me check. Sorry.
I love this for us. I love this for us personally.
Racial traits.
And nothing can go wrong. Oh no, it all went wrong.
Oh no.
You never think nothing that can.
Oh, because you're a variant Azimar. That's why.
Oh, did I choose the wrong one?
Let me double check. So I don't think variant Azimars. Let me double check.
Is it
I
on
didn't
the?
know there was a difference.
Let me double check. Speed, your base walking field.
I'm gonna be the whole problem.
So, technically, I'm pretty sure variant Azimars can't fly.
Is it under the description of your ring things?
I wrote it
But
down.
as far as canon, we did always have you have wings. So I'm just going to have you follow under the parameters of a fallen Azimar, which is 30 feet.
Okay.
So you're moving in 30 feet. There is a distance in between. You're invisible. I need to remember how your cloak works. Hang on 1 second. Just to make sure there's no reason why your invisibility would stop. Cloak invisibility. I think it just rocks off the spell.
As long as you are
Casting spell or not. Weapon. You pay a charge if you draw a weapon or cast a spell that requires movement. The effect ends. Cloak. Okay, cool. You're good. So as you fly in, I'm gonna roll for him to see what he does. Okay. He does turn around to try to see where the movement is. Dirge's strike is. During this, the amount of distance between you and him would require you to do 2 turns. Because if you do the full dash, you wouldn't be able to grab his blade. And due to the distance, he is about 60 feet from you. So, you were 30 feet close to him and 30 feet away from where you were. We're going to go into round 2 without rolling initiative. After the light is struck, Gaju, you hit him, but he doesn't seem to be taking too much damage. The rest of you see a bright light into the spot. What do you all do? I'm just going to Zafina, you keep flying the other 30 feet. The rest of you, what do you all do?
Are we doing this?
We should not be doing this.
Gotcha, was that you?
I literally asked
made that decision for us.
psychic whispers.
That's what. Gotcha, was that you?
Yes.
All right, I'm headed forward.
No.
Okay. Paulo, Hades, are you heading forward too?
Incoherent noises.
Sorry, what was that, Joe?
Yeah, are you heading forward too with Dira?
I mean, if it's game on, it's game on.
Okay, it's game on apparently. Alright, and Dahlia.
I don't know about anybody else.
I'm not leaving her behind, so I'm just look at Deer and be like, that's Gaiju for you, and I'll take off.
That's Gaiju!
The group!
Dahlia, what are you doing?
Huh?
You got 2 people running towards. What are you gonna do?
That's a great fucking question. I'm in a moment of confliction. If I know who this is, then I'm correct. Because the last thing I probably want to do is be seen over here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm gonna stealth forward, but stealth 100%. I will stealth after them.
Okay, so you're gonna be moving at half speed as they're running in, so you'll be a little bit behind them. Give me a spell check.
You want to heal from a distance behind cover? We'll be fine with that.
Okay. Stealth check.
And
Do I stealth past without a trace?
if it wasn't if it wasn't disengaged, then yeah, you still got past the trace.
Okay.
Oh
so,
wait, all lightning concentration.
Oh, then it's disengaged.
Oh, it's still a 22. So.
That's fine. Alright, so you're moving at half speed behind them. They're running in. By the time you guys get there at your full movement, you do see a group of about 20 different warriors, mostly tieflings there, with the large tiefling in the distance. Gaju, after the strike happens, you see some people running. That's your team. You do not see Zephinia, obviously, but you're hoping for the best. What would you like to do? I would say also, as far as distance, you're about 20 feet behind him.
Okay.
He does turn in direction, but you don't know if he's seen you yet.
I am going to use my movement of 35 feet to get farther away from him.
Mm-hmm.
He does not look like he took hardly any damage, correct?
I mean, it definitely looks like he's not resistant to the lightning damage, but it looks like it was just a bruise to him.
So I can assume this guy has a shit ton of hit points.
You would assume he's pretty powerful, yeah. And now him looking at you, you recognize who he is. So you can kind of put 2 and 2 together as you can see who he is as the grandfather.
Okay. Upon seeing that, Dahlia, it's your grandfather. And I'm going to hit him.
No fucking shit!
Well, I mean,
Uh,
okay, I can't do nothing right for y'all tonight. I hit him again.
I
Okay.
was with you 100%.
okay. Okay, you're gonna strike him again. So you move the 30 feet back and you're gonna do it again. Alright, so dexterity saving throw.
No, I'm gonna
You're gonna stay where you are.
I'm gonna move 35 feet to closer to the team, but as far away from him as I can manage. And then I will hit him with Call Lightning again. So another
19.
Dexter. 19.
Mhm.
Okay, so he'll still take 3 half 3d10.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck him up.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
FMMEA!
That old man. Beat up that old man.
That was a 6.
Okay, so he takes 3
So
points of
3.
damage. Okay, as lightning strikes the down again, he seems to
Looks
just.
like anybody's within 5 feet of him.
No.
Yeah.
No one's in 5 feet of him. He's kind of separated from the rest of his soldiers. Alright. And as the other 30 feet of Zephynia moves in, I need you. How would we do this the best? You can give me a strength check to try to pull it from his hands. Now, the DC won't be as high as it should be normally just because he doesn't know you're coming, but he still does have a tight grip on it.
Guys.
Oh!
25!
Okay. As you merely fly in, you, like, his arm is thick compared to yours. You merely just, like, hang on the arm, grab it as he merely, like, looks back at you. As you can kind of see a shimmer of you, and you just immediately fly back with it as you pull it out of his hands, but you're not ready for how heavy it is. As you, like, kind of, like, drag it as you try to fly off. But that is your movement speed as you are still technically right in front of him. We're going to have to roll initiative.
You sound so damn trepidation with that.
So, before we roll initiative, we're going to take like a 10-minute break, maybe 15. I'm not ready for this, so we'll be right back. See you in a minute. Don't go far. All right, we're back.
Volunteer.
So, before your initials, I have a few minutes here to kind of put down some tokens and stuff like that. What's for the people who are together? Strategy, please. Like, figure out what you need to do or something like that.
Wait, you're telling us we have.
Curran is barging forward. If someone wants to say something to her, now would be the
Okay.
time.
All right, fair
to
enough.
punch an old man in the face.
Yeah, pretty much.
And just put down all the NPCs.
How do I put this into words that we're gonna die?
That's pretty clear.
Oh,
Excuse me.
if all goes as planned, I have a magical sword that causes portals. Just saying.
Just saying.
So does he.
Where it goes, I don't know.
So you're saying I shouldn't cast a spell magic on it?
Possibly.
Do I have time
How
for
it
psychic whispers as
Sure.
people run into the fray and run around the fray?
Sure. Have that be.
Not.
You got a few minutes. I'm just trying to get I had nothing planned for this, so you just go, do it, do your thing.
Terrifying. I don't like it.
Not to cause alarm, this is my grandfather, and we should probably leave.
You just hear Sophia go, what? Very pathetic.
There is no response from Vera.
Okay.
Here, all these will-
All right. Initiative, please. I know Gaju said he got pretty high. What'd you get?
With my extras, 21.
Anybody else get 20 or higher?
Nope.
15 or higher?
15.
Okay. 10 or higher? 10 from Dira.
It's many.
Oh dear.
Okay. Is that 9? Is that what I'm saying? 9?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Hot way to live.
And I'm afraid to ask, Sophia.
Got 3.
Oh.
Oh, man.
All
The
right.
grandfather's name again.
That is Zerastimos. And just hang on because I got to pull up his character sheet. Through all my stuff. Alright, so he has he's gonna go between Dira and Dahlia. And the soldiers. Okay.
There's a lot of the soldiers on that board.
Yep.
Yeah, there sure are.
Yeah.
Little guys, wouldn't worry about those little guys.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about those little guys. Those little guys? Yeah, I wouldn't worry about
Ooh,
them.
yeah.
This is technically a boss battle, so...
Yep.
Technically.
Alright, got you.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, let me put your tokens down.
Yeah.
That's
That
probably
would be
useful.
helpful.
So, got you, you're 35 feet, and then the closer direction away from him. So you would have been so you would have moved there, 5, 10, 15, 20. So you had been about here.
Okay.
And then I'll put other tokens down while you go.
Gotcha. Let me. Call lightning again.
Rinse and repeat.
Yep. Give me that dex.
Okay. 21.
21. Okay, so we realize that there's already a storm, so he's gonna take half 4d10.
Okay. And Dahlia, you're not on the board yet because you were moving stealthily.
Oh god.
14, so 7 damage.
Got it.
And then I'm going to continue moving towards the rest of the group. Let's see, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, and that's my turn.
Okay. Dahlia, continue doing stealth if you like. You can roll me another stealth check to stay hidden and then move up half your speed.
Lucky point. Lucky fucking point. I'm not taking a nat 1 on this. I'm not taking a nat 1 on this. Alright, spooky 20.
Spooky 20. Okay. You are able to catch up. At the end of your turn, you're able to catch up with your friends. So you are at the bottom of the map. You can at least give, if you want to do anything that's not, that would have been, if you want to do anything that's from that distance, you can, but you can't do any more movement than where you are.
Do I have an action?
I would have said that stealthing and going half speed would have been your action, so you have bonus action to be able to.
I don't believe I have a bonus action that would be helpful in this moment. Because no one needs healing or anything yet. So, okay, I will forgo my turn for now.
Okay.
Send it.
Alright, it's his turn. So, he's gonna notice that someone just took his blade, but he doesn't see the person. But he sees the blade as it's like being dragged on the ground. He's going to try to pull it back. So he's going to reach out and try to grab it. So he's going to just bring out this big, huge the bear paw hand, and is just going to try to grab it from you. So contest is so strength saving throw, and he's going to make a strength check. 26.
Fail me now. 25.
As you just feel this tug on you, as he really pulls you in closer, as he pulls you and he pulls the blade away from you, as his action, as his bonus, he's going to use his offhand to punch you, since he knows where you are even though he can't see you.
Okay.
Oh, you are so lucky, natural 1.
Oh.
As he swings, you're able to use what little bit to dodge out of it, as he can't see you fully. He just assumes where you are. As he swings and he misses you, but you feel the wind from his actual strong fist. And you take no damage as he totally biffs it. I'll actually just end his turn there, as he's able to regain his sword. We're gonna go Dira.
Darn.
Okay, question. Do I see... Is that portal that was opening, is it still there?
It disengaged when she took the sword from him.
It disengaged. Okay. Then I am not going to do that. Bonus action, I am going to cast... where'd it go? Divine Favor.
Okay.
That's going to put an extra D4 on things. And a concentration hat, so I remember that I have concentration. Hang on 1 second. And... come here, D4. Thank you. Alright, and then I am going to run up on this guy and take a whack at him with my sword.
Okay. Going for the human.
For a 27.
27's a hit.
So that is 10, 17. So it's 10 plus 8 radiant.
Okay.
10 slashing, 8 radiant.
Okay.
Second attack
Okay.
for 22.
Yep.
And that is an 8 plus I hate trying to grab D-Force. Plus 7 radiant. So 8 slashing, 7 radiant.
Okay. He is dead.
Okay,
He is one of the humans. He don't seem as durable as the rest.
that's fine. And I have moved, I have bonused, I have acted. That is my turn.
Okay.
Hey Joe, can you put a 60-foot radius around the boss?
I mean, I don't want to, but I can.
It's for call lightning.
Okay.
There's no reason behind it.
Can you just do this?
No,
Ruth?
I'd just like to know my damage range.
Yeah, sure. 60 feet?
Yeah, it's a 60-foot radius.
And you want it targeted on him?
Yes, or like centered on him.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So Apollo / Hades, whichever one we are speaking to at this moment.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move to here. Okay. I'm gonna burn a sorcery point to do careful casting,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Cone of Cold. A blast of cold air erupts from my hands. Each creature in a 60-foot cone must make a Constitution saving throw. Creature takes 8d8 cold damage on a fail save and half as much on a successful one.
Okay, how far is it?
60 feet from me. Should hit that back row at 60 feet. Thinking cone, I should be able to hit almost everybody. Oh, damn. Okay, that's okay.
Okay. So you can hit... Yeah, you can hit most of them. You're just missing a few... You're only missing 5 humans, it looks like. You're getting all the tieflings.
Oh no, I missed a few. Okay.
What about Dira?
Later.
Does Dira also have to make the save then?
So I'm gonna use careful casting, so they automatically succeed.
Got it. Okay, so and what's the saving throw?
17. Constitution.
Okay,
save.
so we're gonna go with the one. We're gonna go with. Oh fuck. We're gonna go with this guy first. He has a 15, which is a fail. This one, 19. Yeah, I'm just gonna mark which ones actually succeeded, otherwise I'm gonna confuse this fuck. This one, a 3. This one, 19. This one, also 19. This one, 16. Is that a fail or a success? I forgot to.
Fail. 17 is my success.
Got it. This one, fail. This one, fail. This one, fail. This one, also fail. This one, fail. And last but not least, this one is a success. And I guess the top 2 humans technically got it. So this one, fail, and this one, fail. Okay. So they only succeeded if they got the markings on them.
So the ones that fail take 46 cold damage.
46 or 4d6?
46. 46.
Okay. Okay. All right.
They
1.
take 8d8 cold damage. And if any of them die, they are frozen solid statues.
I love Cone of Cold.
And then the other, you said the other ones take half damage?
So if they succeed, they take half damage, which would be 23.
Fuck, they all die anyway. They don't have that much health. They're
They're
nothing
all
but foot
frozen
soldiers.
solid,
Oh my
too. They're
God.
statues
Okay.
now.
Alright, gotcha. Yeah, they're just foot soldiers. They don't have much health.
Okay. And
So I take that half as well. That's fine.
yeah, you take 23 then. And then hold on one second. Make sure Okay. Let's go ahead and spend 2 additional sorcery points to quicken that, so I can then also cast cantrip. Let's go with we got out there on the field? Just go with old favorite here, Firebolt.
Ye old favorite Firebolt.
Ye old, little icy hot action here. Let's go for the guy all the way back into the left there. Does a 22 hit?
Yeah. So you're talking about this guy?
Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
And we are currently there, so that is... He will take... 18 points of fire damage.
He did.
Okay. And then I think that's my turn.
I think I can. Okay. Where's it going? Hang on a second. Something's going on. Something's going on here. What the hell's going on? Sorry, 1 second. Alright, so it's the soldier's turns with what are left. This one's going to go in for Apollo, seeing that he's the one who's in the cold. So he's going to move up here, and he's going to draw out his short sword. He's going to swing at you. 18?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. You take 12 points of slashing damage. Extra attack. 15?
Yep.
Okay. 17 points of slashing damage. That's the end of his turn. This one's going to do the same. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He can't make it all the way, so he's going to draw out his bow. He's going to also shoot at you. It's cocked. 17, which is a hit. For 13 points of piercing damage. Extra attack. 19 to hit for 16 points of piercing damage. This one, 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to draw out a sword. 14?
Yeah, I have armor 13.
Okay. 17 points. Extra attack. That's only 8, so he misses. This last guy's going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20, and he's going to draw out his bow. Miss. And natural 20. So you're down? Okay.
Oh yeah, I got 9 hit points.
Okay.
Natural 20. Unless he rolls a 1.
No, that was automatically already 18 points.
Yeah, no. So I'm down.
Okay. Alright, so you're down. That's the last guy to go. Zephinia. You do not have the blade anymore, but he did miss you. You're within 5 feet of him.
I'm gonna attack him.
Attack him good.
Would be a 23 to hit.
23 is a hit.
And that is for 16 damage. I'm gonna hit him again. Ooh, 16. I'm guessing does not hit.
No.
I'm gonna hit him again. 20.
Miss. Oh, I'm sorry, hit. Hit. I was thinking of something else.
That would be 16 damage, and I'm gonna action surge and do it all again.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit
Okay.
for a 12 that doesn't hit. I'm gonna hit again. Oh no!
Natural 1.
For a 10.
What weapon are you using?
My aberrant soldier sword.
Okay, so as you swing with your average soldier sword, maybe his skin's too durable as he lifts up his arm and immediately your sword, maybe at its last point, can't take any more, so it just breaks right off the actual guard.
I take my third action to cry a little bit.
There's a free action to cry.
I take my third action to try and grab his sword again.
Crying is always a free action.
Kicking rocks and crying are always free actions.
Yeah. Strength check, is it?
What are you trying to do?
Take his sword again.
You already used up your actions.
Was the natural one a... I have 3 actions.
You have 3 attacks, but you used up your you did your first one to use your action, do your attacks, and then your action surge allows you to redo your attacks as actions.
Got it. Okay, then I'm just gonna collect the pieces of my sword and free action cry.
Fair enough. Top of the round to Gaju.
That's rude. I have to be very careful about this. I'm going to... The lightning strike has a 5-foot radius, so if I hit behind him, will it only hit him and not Zephynia?
Say that first part again.
So, Cold of Lightning has a 5-foot range. Like if you hit a point, anything in 5 feet of that gets hit.
Mm-hmm.
If I strike behind him, will it only hit him and not Zephynia?
Correct. Yeah, it would just hit him.
Okay, I'm gonna do that so I don't hit her.
Fair enough.
Again, another dex save.
He failed this time.
Oh, yeah. He now is going to take a full 4d10.
Okay.
$28 damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to... Let's see.
He is going to...
I'm going to move here.
He is going to do a reaction to become resistant to lightning now.
Of course, you little bastard.
He's kind of getting tired of that.
Oh darn, I'll have to use something else.
Alright, anything else?
That's my turn.
Okay. Dahlia.
Everything's fine. Cool. I'm gonna race up to Hades. I'm going to use my action to cast Spirit Guardians to then create a 15-foot radius of little phoenixes to get these people away from us.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to make a blah blah blah. Yeah, they need to make a Wisdom saving throw beat a 14.
They're dum-dums. I don't think they're going to be able to do that. Woo,
They're
woo.
so silly.
16, so 15. So that's alright. That's a fail. It's a fail. It's not even the right die. It's a fail. Alright, so only the one directly in front of you succeeded.
I love that for him. So the one that succeeded takes 7 points of radiant damage. Everyone that fails gets 15.
Okay, they're damaged.
And because I have this super sick necklace, I can cast Cure Wounds. What?
It's super sick.
Oh. Yeah, that.
That aluminum foil is really blocking the brain.
It's my thinking cap now. Thank you very much.
Are your with all this, are your plans aluminum foiled?
No, because I need this plan to work. We're gonna Cure Wounds my boy Hades over here.
Okay.
And hold on, I get advantage on this, and it never does it quite right. Cool, he gets 27 points of healing.
Okay.
Do I happen to have a health potion I can shove as well?
You know, the funny thing about this, I told myself today, you know what? They've had a lot of combat lately. Let's give them a session without combat.
You know us.
You
can't throw a big daddy on us and not intend us to fight
we
him.
weren't going to get into combat.
Alrighty, and I'm just going to spend the rest of my action helping Hades to his feet with spirit gardens around us, so everyone can fuck off if they want to get in our way.
Fair enough. Alright, Daniel's turn. As he's going to charge up an ability off of his greatsword, as you see the greatsword turn into the smoke that it was before, but instead of charging it to create the actual portal, he's actually going to slice against you, Ziphinia. 27 to hit.
Well, yeah, that hits.
For this is gonna be a big one. Let's see. I need. Where's my d6? You take 22 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, okay.
And then it's going to use the feature of it to strike down fire to you. So you're going to take an additional 13 points of fire damage. As he strikes down with the smoke, and then a phantom fire blade comes down and strikes you again with fire. He's going to take his extra attack to attack you again.
Well, that's not.
21 to hit.
Yeah.
Take 29 points of necrotic damage. It's going to activate the ability again to inflict fire. You're going to take 10 points of fire damage after the fact.
Okay. I'm hurting.
Third attack.
Why?
No!
You guys chose this. He is a level 20. 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna be down.
16, 22.
Oh my god, he's still counting.
34 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
Cries and cleric with insider information.
And that was actually his turn. So does he have anything for his bonus action? He is actually going to look directly at the main source of a problem that he's been having. He's going to look directly at Gaju, and he's going to embark you as his courier with Hunter's Mark.
Oh well.
That's the end of his turn. We're going to go to Dira.
Alrighty, I am gonna move to about here-ish. To get the order of this correct here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to fire a crossbow at him.
Crossbow bolt.
Crossbow bolt. 26.
Yes.
And that's going to be 11 plus 4 radiant.
Got it. So 15. Okay.
Second shot.
Mm-hmm.
17 is probably a miss.
17 is exactly what you need.
Oh, sweet. I will not argue.
He is not wearing thick armor, so he's...
So that is 7 plus 3 radiant.
Okay.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to get rid of my 1d4 there because I am going to drop concentration on Divine Favor. And I am going to cast... Where is it? Where'd it go? Aura of Vitality.
Okay.
And the So my bonus action is going to be 2d6 back to use Zephinia, because you're 30 feet of me. So Zephinia, you get back 8 hit points.
Thank you.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Apollo Hades.
Okay. So we're gonna do some work here. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a fireball so that way it hits these chuckleheads right in front of us.
Okay. Stupid chuckleheads.
So I need them to make a dex saving throw, I believe.
Probably.
I think I clicked the right one, did I? Hold on. I did.
Let's see. 10, 13,
Nope.
11,
Nope.
and 8.
I don't think I hit the top left, dude, because it's a
Okay.
20-foot radius.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
So, all right, so the 3 guys failed.
This will probably kill him.
Probably.
They're weakling dum-dums.
Oh, holy Jesus, yeah. Wow, no, I rolled 3 6s in that. So
Yeah,
hold on a
yeah.
second here.
Yeah.
So those 3 guys are crispy. And
Yeah.
then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and burn 2 more sorcery points to quicken that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just because we're mixing it up, I'm gonna hit Ray of Frost on the dude up and left of me.
Fair enough.
Does a 15 hit.
Yes.
Okay. That is 16 points of cold damage.
He did.
Cool. Clear that out, and then yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Let's see. So soldiers are all dead. So we go to Zephinia. Death saving throw, please.
No, I have 8 hit points.
Oh, that's right.
I'm alive.
Yay!
I'm gonna pick myself back up. I'm gonna use my action to disengage and move back my half speed.
Okay.
And then that's not where I wanted to go. 5, 10, 15, closer to Dira.
Sweating.
It'll be my turn.
Okay. All right. Got you.
Is it a action or bonus action for me to turn into a Thunderbird?
It's all depending on your druidic. What kind of druid are you?
Homebrew. So
Probably
I
an
actually
action.
Then it would be an action. It's only a moon druid that can do it as a bonus action.
okay. Let's see. I am going to go ahead and take my action to turn into a Thunderbird, and then I am going to, let's see, fly and put myself between Zephinia and Demos.
Okay.
I'm gonna get right up in his face.
Up at his big dumb stupid face. Where did I put the
Hey, ugly.
bird?
And just because he's resistant doesn't mean it's not worth starting again.
Here we go.
Okay, but is he resistant or immune?
To what?
Lightning.
Oh, he's resistant.
Resistant. He is, however, not resistant to thunder.
No, he's not. Okay. Anything else?
But if you still have a bonus, you can strike him again.
Does that count as a?
So
I
you
have a,
you actioned into the bird.
yeah, I don't think I have a bonus.
I don't think
as-
so. Not at the bird.
No.
What did you use your bonus on? Because it's not casting a new spell.
but the bird doesn't have bonus actions.
Oh.
Yeah. Which also means that Call Lightning is down.
Okay, got it.
But yeah, I think that's all I can do for my turn, which is fine. Means I can do more next turn.
Okay. All right. Dahlia.
Woo! All right. I'm going to move. Let's see. I'm 30. Yes, 30. Okay. So I'll move to there. I think that was here. Or was it one more? Shit. Yeah, no, it was there. All right. I'm gonna move there. That should put me in range. Yes. I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds,
Ooh.
which will be... Okay, so that should be able to cover everyone. And I can roll that and take the higher number. Mass Cure Wounds. Cool, so everyone gets 21 points.
Woohoo. Thank you.
It doesn't go over at all, so I haven't taken any damage.
Okay.
If somebody else needs it.
I think it should be divvied up amongst everybody. Like, it's... Each target regains hit points. Yeah, so
I'm
each
only
target
2
gets
off of my
21.
max.
Okay. So I was more worried about Zephynia and Apollo, so it works out.
Yeah, that puts me back to 2 points off of my max. So
I totally just...
if it
at
can
this
be
point-
redistributed, great. But I don't know.
I don't think it can.
Okay, that's fine. I'm real close to max, so that's fine.
I like half health now, so I'm good.
Okay.
I still have Aura of Vitality up, but you're too far.
I have totally thrown the stealth out the window at this point, as I am... There's literal radiant birds swirling around me, and I have just healed the shit out of everyone. I'm standing in the middle of a bunch of frozen bodies. So, with Gaiju in front of him, can I see Grandpapa at all?
Not from your direction, no.
Okay, then I will... Oh, fuck. I'll get his attention. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on him.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm doing this. I just work here. This was a bad idea. 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
$23 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And I just don't know what to do. I'm just gonna yell at him.
What are you gonna say?
Say what?
What are you gonna say?
I just yell, hey.
Just say, okay, cool, fair enough. Hey,
Hi, Grandpapa. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing here? That's it. That's my turn.
okay. Alright.
He has advantage on him, right?
What's that?
Next attack against him has advantage from Guiding Bolt.
Does it?
I think if it hits.
Yeah? Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
I did not know that. I learned something new. The next attack roll made against this target before the end of your... Oh, the end of my turn. Wait, my
your
next,
next
turn.
turn.
Yes, so you're right, you're right.
Alright, so it's his turn. He's going to rage.
Oh god.
And he is going to take the mark of his quarry. So he's going to keep going for he's going to go for the Thunderbird. And he is just, yeah, I mean, he's just going to stick with this greatsword. 31 to hit.
That hits.
That's 43 points of necrotic damage, and then he's going to use his fire from his feature. I forgot, where does he get that from? Yeah, his Storm Aura. So you're going to take an extra 4 points of fire. Extra attack. 33 to hit.
That hits.
Holy fuck. 54 points of necrotic damage. And 4 points of fire. Third attack. 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 11. I forgot what the AC of the bird was.
I'm keeping track.
Okay. 39 points of necrotic damage with another 4 fire. And then...
I am back into my regular form.
Okay. And then he's going to apply his Hunter Mark damage too, which is another 8 points. He'll end it there. Yeah, he'll end it there. You know what? Actually, no. He did not use his bonus action yet, so he's going to actually end his Hunter's Mark, and he is actually going to do... where the fuck is it? He's going to do Nature's Veil, and he's going to become invisible.
No, fuck.
Counterspell.
Counterspell?
Oh!
Nature's Veil is not a spell. It's a...
Also,
It's
Hellish
a-
Rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke? Okay, got it.
Even though he's probably immune because he's a demon.
He's just resistant.
Oh,
He's a
I
tiefling.
will take it.
So,
Okay,
dexterity
sorry,
saving
I
throw?
had to- no. Or Hellish. Let's see. Hold on.
Should be dexterity saving throw.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Had to refind it. It's been a while since I've used it.
15.
That saves, so he's going to take half.
Mm-hmm.
Is it 2d10?
It's probably actually
Yeah.
3d10 because, well, 2d10, I forgot, is it 2d10 for the spell, but 3d10 because you're a tiefling? What was the get? It was weird. Whatever.
It's not showing on my sheet because I now have spells of the same level.
Right. Let me just double check, because I'm pretty sure you get it one stat higher, but let me double check. Okay, so if it's the tiefling trait, you cast it at its second level spell.
Okay, so would that be...
I think that's... it shows
that
it says
2d10.
2d10, yeah. 2d10.
Okay.
I always thought it was 3d10, but whatever.
So 9, he takes half.
Okay, so he's going to take half that, so 4, so he's going to take 2. Alright. Alright. So he went invisible, he took that, and then we're going to go to Dira. And you get the advantage from the guiding bolt.
Was that with the counter spell?
What counterspell?
He said it was an ability, not a
It's
spell.
not a.
Oh, it's not a spell, it's Nature's Veil.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha.
It does. Is it? But is it a magical effect?
Oh, let me Google it.
Actually, before I waste your time, did I see him turn into the big damn bird?
Not through her. Not through him.
Okay, then never mind.
Okay.
Because I didn't see that happen. So
Gotcha.
it's
Okay.
better if
Gotcha. All right.
I just realized, wait, I can't see where he. If I saw him disappear, I was going to cast magic. But
Got it. Okay, fair enough.
There's a big damn bird.
Okay.
So, I will start with my bonus action, which is I still have vitality up. So, Gaju, you get back. 2 1. So you get 2 hit points back.
Okay.
And then there's Big Damn Bird in my way, so I'm here. See that he's not there anymore, but I'm going to fire a crossbow bolt at where I know he was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Gaiju's back out of his Thunderbird form. Right?
Oh, yeah.
That's right, there he is.
True. So technically, you would have seen it then.
So I did see it. Okay.
Yeah. Then you would have
Then
seen
in
it.
that case, okay. Then in that case, I am going to cast
Let me
spell
put you back
magic
on.
at where he was standing.
He's technically glittering though from the guiding bolt still, so I mean it cancels out a little bit.
That's right, he is. He shows up from the guiding bolt.
D&D math, yay!
So, how long does that last? I'm going to go ahead and cast the Dispel Magic anyway.
Okay.
And let's see, what is that? I assume, well, alright, so here's the thing. It's a creature, object, or magical effect. The spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends for your spell, or of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spell casting. But it's an effect, it's not a spell, so I don't know.
What are we trying to do?
Sorry?
What are you trying to do?
Dispel magic.
On
I'm trying to
what?
make him not invisible.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you already did that with your ability, since you would have seen him instead of not seen him before.
No, that was just if I could see where he was in order to cast this.
Gotcha.
So I would need to make an ability check using spellcasting ability, but I don't know how you're going to call it if there's not a spell level for the thing. So let me see where you think it should go.
Let me see. Let's see. Because technically, he gets it at a certain level. Nature's Veil comes at a certain level. So, okay.
The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. So.
Okay, I'm just gonna say. Okay, so I'm just. All right. So he gets it at level 3 technically.
Wait, is he able to cast abilities while raging?
Can he cast abilities while he's raging?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Use an ability.
Yeah. He just can't cast spells while he's raging.
Okay.
Yeah. So if we're gonna say he got it at level 3, that gives him. It's 10 plus his level. Is that what it is?
It's 10 plus the spell's level?
I'll just say it's a 13 then. He gets a 13.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, let's see. And that's gonna be... Nope. That's definitely not. I rolled a 6. That's a 6 total.
Okay.
3 plus my month. So, yeah, that blew it.
Okay.
That is... But I'm actually still gonna move up here, and that's my turn.
Alright. Power Hades.
Okay. And I. Let's see. Alright. He is going to. Oh, wait, this actually might work. Hang on a second.
Oh boy.
Everybody burns. But I'm resistant to fire. Not if if I give you enough fire, you'll still die.
No. So Hades is gonna yell to Dahlia, "What's his name?"
Can I answer?
Yes, hopefully.
Sure. You can just say the name, but you can't say a full sentence.
Zaros Demos!
I'm going to call out Zaros Deimos and cast Ryluthan's Psychic Lance at him, which automatically hits him if I use his actual name.
Okay.
So he needs to make a intelligence saving throw.
Alright, let's see its intelligence.
17.
His intelligence is not great. So what happens if it's tied?
Then I'm gonna go ahead and use Ben Luck to roll D4 and subtract 4 from his roll.
Okay. Okay.
God.
So he fails.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit him with that. Let's see here. Where you at, buddy? There he is. So he is gonna take 7d6 psychic damage.
Okay.
This is the dragon all over again. That's... So 30 points of psychic damage, and he is incapacitated till the start of my next turn.
Okay. Where did my pen go? Okay. Fair enough.
Does he become invisible at that, or? Okay.
He took a bunch of damage.
Yeah. I mean, so he would have been uninvisible. He would have became visible from the damage itself.
Okay.
Yep.
So he is impotent until the start of my next turn.
He's fair enough. All right.
All right.
All right. So the start of your next turn or the end of your next turn?
Till the start of my next turn.
Got it. Okay. Sophia.
And just to make sure he stays where he is, I'm casting Web. It's a 20-foot cube.
Mm.
And it's gonna be 5, 10, whoops, that's only 15. 5, 10, 15, 20. So I would do a cube like that and not have Kaiju in it.
Okay.
And then he would have to make a DC 13 to...
I think he auto fails. Let me see.
If he's
Well, at
incapacitated.
the start of his
Incapacitated.
turn, he would have to make a saving throw, otherwise he's restrained, as long as the web is there. And since I used my action, I cannot... To do that, I can't use my... I can bonus attack him with my longbow, right? Or no?
No.
Okay. Then I'm gonna bonus action Healing Hands and heal myself for 11 hit points. And end my turn.
I just want to see. So incapacitated just means they can't take actions or reactions. Okay. All right. So, and then what was the ability used to web them up? What was it? Just web.
It was web, and that was from my cloak of invisibility.
Got it. Okay. Just want to make sure I understand how that works. Okay. So if anybody, how would that work? No, I guess it'd be fine. All right. Gadget.
I'm going to cast 4th level Moonbeam on him.
Okay.
I need him to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. 19.
19?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that including incapacitation or
Incapacitation just removes reactions and actions.
Right, you said that, sorry.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, just it's gonna take half 4d10 damage.
Okay.
It helps if I can actually see the numbers on my dice. 23 damage, so halved.
Okay.
is
So 11.
And then I am
What kind of damage was it?
radiant.
Okay, got it. Okay.
I am going to. Sorry, I still have movement, so I'm trying to figure that out. Okay. I'm gonna move closer to Dahlia.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Fantastic. Dahlia.
Oh man.
Oh, jeez.
Oh jeez, Rick.
Oh, jeez.
I'll run up to meet Gaiju. I mean, everyone could hear me, right?
Sure.
How beat up is he looking right now?
You can give me a perception check.
I will do that. It's only a 10.
Hard to tell. His clothes still look pretty pristine.
I just psychic goes first to everyone. I'm like, we need to leave. This is not something we're gonna win.
I just want to see how they react to that.
Ladies, you might want to start getting that teleportation ready.
Did anyone grab the sword, by the way?
Nope.
No, he took it back.
Is it stuck with him in his webs now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna hold my action. I still have Spirit Guardians up, but that's not like it really matters right now. I'm just gonna look between everyone. I'm like, let's go.
Okay. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Just for funsies, Dahlia, roll me d20.
I knew you were thinking of some weird sus.
There's only one thing you can do at this point. There's only one thing. You guys basically have pinned him down. There's only one thing you can do.
10. No, I don't like this.
Mm-mm.
Alright. Alright, so you can't take actions or reactions. So what he's going to do is one bonus action you can do, and he's going to transform.
Oh.
If it appears. Anytime. There you go. Alright. And then while he's transformed, he's immune to effects of magical abilities. So he is going to move, and he's going to attack. We're going to go for Zephynia for weapon.
Why?
Oh, what the fuck? I don't want to be a dick, so I'm just going to try to see if I can show it to you. See, I don't know. Can I see? Can you guys?
Oh no.
I trust, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's a natural 20. It's hard for me to move it.
Fuck.
Okay. Bye, guys.
No!
Look at all of the dice.
This went so poorly. I don't even know where Tira's mom is.
93 points of necrotic damage.
How much?
93.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. He is going to take his. No, he can't do it on. You can't do that if he's going to use extra. So he's going to. He's going to slash it to her. Ooh, I'm pretty sure that's a miss with a 19.
Misses.
Okay. Last attack for 31 to hit. 44 points of necrotic damage, extra 4 of fire.
Okay, I am resistant to necrotic and immune to fire.
Got it. So the 22.
Alright, so I'm not going to use the shield just yet.
And he is. He's going to take flight. He's going to move in the air 30 feet. You are more than welcome to take attack opportunity on him. Due to his racial traits, you've got disadvantage on attack opportunities on him.
Alright, well, I'm taking it anyway.
Yeah, no problem. Just letting you know.
Where are they? Natural 1 for 13.
He looks at you with the very faceless, mouthless expression that you know of the form of Silic and Dahlia, as almost telepathically screaming at you. If you want to come find them, you can. That's his turn. Dear, it's actually your turn.
Alright, well, let's see what we get this time. 31 hit.
31's a hit.
So we'll do that for 11 plus 6 radiant.
Okay.
Second attack, 22 to hit,
Yep.
or 13
Okay.
plus 1 radiant.
Okay.
And bonus action, Zephinia, 6 hit points.
Thank you.
You notice when you swing this time, he seems to be taking a little bit extra damage from the radiant than he did before. Anything else?
I do not want to opportunity, so I must stay right where I am. So that's my turn.
Pyramides.
Okay. So first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and go to the Discord or the Twitch chat. We'll go ahead and click on 10,000 points to give him.
I was like, what? What are you doing to a Twitch chat? Okay.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and.
That is not a real spell, sir.
I'm gonna cast Disintegrate against him. You
Okay.
need to make a Dex 17 save.
Okay.
Oh man.
Dex save.
Please.
Okay.
At disadvantage.
Are you doing the disadvantage?
Use the
yeah, you used the
points of
disadvantage. Oh, yeah, I thought you used the advantage. Okay, disadvantage. Okay, so that. He technically only got a 4. I'm gonna have him use his legendary to give him automatic success.
Glad I wasted those freaking points. Alright.
Sorry, bud.
Alright, well, he still takes.
Well, that's the entire round, correct?
What's that?
I'm trying to figure out how to ask this. The disadvantage through the Twitch chat, is that for the entire round?
Yep, so it hits everybody up to the beginning of his turn.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
Works the same way as player advantage, it's just the opposite. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that
No,
makes sense.
It's not a waste. We just burn through his legendaries.
Oh, he's got disadvantage the whole round now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm not seeing anything if they succeed on the spell list.
So then just nothing happens. Here, let me see.
I think they would take half damage.
Which spell?
Not
was
all-
it?
Disintegrate.
Yeah.
Teamwork. Let's figure this out. A thin gray springs from the target can be. Let's make it on a failed save. The target takes 10d6 plus 40 force damage. Holy fuck! A disintegrated creature under the
A successful dexterity saving throw against disintegrate simply means the spell causes 0 damage.
Yeah.
Where do you see that?
I searched it up on Google.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it does not say that on the sheet.
Yeah, if a description doesn't say they take half damage, then they don't take any.
That is a fucking dangerous spell, though, my guy. Holy fuck.
Well,
Yeah.
also a
That's
also
the
a
Vax
double
cosplayer.
spell.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Alright, then,
He would have taken half of it anyway, because of his transformed, he takes half magical.
so it would have been half of half. Alright, then I guess, with burn 2 sorcery points to cast Chill Touch at him.
Okay.
That is a
Sounds like it's almost like I kicked his puppy. It's like, I feel really bad about this.
22 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
23 points of necrotic damage.
Okie dokie.
Can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn. Is he considered undead?
No.
Okay, then never mind.
He is a tiefling / devil. All intents and purposes.
So he's a fiend.
I guess so, yeah.
That's my turn.
Okay. Zephania.
You said me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna stay by Dira because I have a feeling I'm gonna go down again very shortly and hit him with the Great Axe.
Did someone heal you? I missed it.
The what?
Did someone heal you? I missed it.
Yeah, I healed her with the Aura of Vitality.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha. Okay.
He has a
I missed
whopping
it.
6 hit points.
Woo! Living it up.
13, I'm guessing, does not hit right.
No.
Alright, I'm gonna hit him again.
By the way, are you trying to use the sword?
No, it's the Great Axe.
Okay, you're not in range. He's in the air.
Oh.
So you can take back the first attack to retcon it to something
I
else.
will take that back and shoot him with the longbow.
Okay.
20.
No.
So that will be 19 damage.
It was a
and
miss.
then-
It was a miss.
Oh. Alright, I will hit him again for a second attack. 22?
Yeah.
Okay. And that will be 20 damage. And then third attack, the
Mhm.
longbow is gonna be a miss.
Okay.
And then I'll stay there by Dira.
Sounds great. Got you.
Okay. I'm going to move Moonbeam to hit him again.
Okay.
He needs to make a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage because he is currently a shape changer.
Because it's a shape changer?
It is part of the Moonbeam spell. A shape changer makes its saving throw with disadvantage.
Fuck, why can't I
I mean, technically he did disadvantage anyway for the points used.
That's true, yeah.
But even if I didn't, it would be at disadvantage.
Don't take it away from him! Don't take that away from him!
No,
What am I
Unless
missing
you
here?
want to do double disadvantage.
No. I was just like, what the fuck am I missing here? Where the fuck is it? Oh, there it is. 19.
That's at disadvantage.
If it was not at disadvantage, you'd have a 25.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. So let me double check the.
He still takes damage, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save.
Okay.
14.
Okay. But he takes full damage because he is vulnerable to the radiant in this form.
Okay. Oh, do I want to move? I'm just gonna move 5 feet that way. That'll be my turn.
Okay. With no obstructions in his way, and him now seeing Dahlia, since he was never able to technically see her before, he immediately stops in his actions. Evens odds. Okay.
Oh God.
Zephynia, strength save with her, please. 18.
It's rolling. 16.
He's gonna grab you by your neck and immediately lift you up and immediately look at you directly, Dahlia. Come with me or I'll kill her.
This is what I was worried about. Put her down, then we will talk first.
Persuasion. Oh! Depends. Persuasion or deception check.
I want
You don't have
answers
to
for
tell
why
him
the
which
fuck they're
one.
here, so... It's a 28.
Okay. He looks at you. All of you drop your weapons and we'll talk.
Psychic whisper, everyone. Do what he says.
My weapon's dropped.
Okay.
Dira takes a really long after everyone else does.
If anybody strikes at me, I'll kill her. As he lets her go. And he reverts back to his regular form. Combat's done.
Why are you here?
Oh, hang on. Can I not hold my granddaughter? As he starts walking closer to you.
No.
I put myself between them.
He just looks down on you as he's like this 8-foot. What he is. And who are you?
Your fucking problem.
Was that not clear?
I stand.
I'm not harming you. I'm not harming you.
We knew you were a problem before you were our problem before we got here. He's doing you the courtesy of introducing himself as
As far as I know, none of you, with the exception of my granddaughter, should know me. Even then, barely she knows me much more than any of you do, other than just seeing me for a few seconds.
you announced yourself real clearly.
Why are you here?
To retrieve something that I paid good money for. As he just holds the sword.
What happened? What happened to the town?
They got what is theirs. They denied. They denied. And they denied again.
Denied what?
Just looks back at you. He moves closer to Dira. Who are you? Why are you so passionate about this?
Take a wild guess.
He just kind of reaches down to you. Just kind of like looks at you with his slitted eyes. Children. Always the drama. Steps back up. I'm not going to apologize for what happened. I'm doing what needs to be done. I got what I need.
Oh,
Answer the question.
I did. I retrieved my weapon. That is why I'm here.
You
But
got
why the
your-
town?
I allowed my... He kind of like smirks a bit. I allowed my children to have some fun. But you just start hearing the little impish demons kind of giggle in the trees. They must be set free once in a while, otherwise they'll create harm to my home. Might as well do it out here, where I can't harm my own kind.
maybe we should have some fun in your home.
By all means. You're all welcome.
Is that where you took him?
He looks back at you. Not a big fan of the tone, but,
I
yeah.
don't give a fuck what you're a fan of. You burned my home.
Just looks at all of you.
You call us children. You take no accountability for what you've done. Where I sit, you're the biggest child of all.
At this point, he decides to ignore you and moves closer to Dahlia, even going a circle around Gaju.
I move with him.
Okay,
I'm going up to stand next to Dahlia.
Apollo steps, or
Same.
Hades steps up.
okay. Well,
By the way, how many rounds would we say this is? Because Aura of Vitality is still up.
okay.
So that's
So it's probably been like 4 rounds.
8. Another 8, 16. And that's 12, 16, 20, 28. And 5. That's 33 points back to you, Zephinia.
Oh, thank you.
I've got 3 rounds left on it if anybody needs it.
As he sees you all circle it around, he has a bit of happiness to his face. Well, it's always good that you actually have a team that will protect you. Your brother didn't have such. He's a failure on all fronts, and I was hoping that I could at least get you to succeed, or he failed.
We're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about this town. Where are the rest of the villagers?
At home.
Why?
Because I said so. Why else?
What are you going to do with them?
Well, I wasn't planning to do anything specific, but it seems this is important to at least a few of their lives, due to the passion of this group. So maybe I let most of them free until I figure out the ones that you all care about, until I get what I need.
Thought you already did.
Well, now that I see that my granddaughter's here, I've been looking for her quite some time. This is getting a little, pun intended, heated. Let's calm it down a bit. I understand that some aggression here. You're welcome in my home. We can discuss it there. All of you. You will not be harmed. Guess, as I've once invited you before, I will invite you again.
On one condition.
Okay.
We bring your beloved grandson along.
He rolls his eyes. Why does he need to come?
Why does it matter?
He's a failure. Don't even know why you like him.
Well, at least he's nicer than you are.
My heart stops. Well, if that's what it takes. Get the half-breed here. We can go.
Bring the townspeople back. And let them go.
Persuasion check. I'll allow you to have it with advantage because you have the group at your side.
Can I spend a lucky point on advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You can spend a lucky point on a lucky point if you really want to.
Are you fucking serious? Do I choose the best one of all four that I just rolled, or do I have to go with the most recent?
If you pick a lucky point, you gotta take the one that you just. I think the one that you got.
Do another lucky point?
You can do another lucky point if you got it.
That was my last lucky point. It's a natural one. It's fine. I rolled a 3, and then a 5, and then an 8, and then a 1.
Oh.
He looks at all of you. I can't just return them all. It'd ruin half the reason why I brought my men here. And as useless as they are, obviously, I'm not able to bring them back. Not worth my time. So,
Let me solve this problem then for you real quick. You obviously have no idea who we care about that you have currently. And I have been with your daughter for the last 10 plus years. And she obviously cares of me as much of a brother as she did with Silic. Take me, you giant fuck, instead, and return them. She'll come for me. She won't come for them.
No.
You can see what I've done. You can see what I've done here today with all your little minions.
Oh, I cast dagger fucking eyes at Hades.
and what would you have me do with this offering?
Oh, I'll come willingly. Just let all the townsfolk go. Let them come back. And I'm sure my friends here will come to your abode and have this conversation with you while I'm there.
And what will happen when the accord is finished and they leave?
Well, that's the conversation between you and your granddaughter here, I suppose. But I'll come willingly.
You give me a persuasion check. But it's regular because people are opposing you.
Ooh.
Charismatic as fuck. 21.
A full-blooded tiefling offering. I accept. I will summon the townsfolk here. You come with me. The rest of you have a day. All the townsfolk. You come with me immediately. I will immediately summon them back over to the town of Curran. The rest of you have 2 days to retrieve your brother. I'll make sure that I'm here to summon the gates for your return. If any delay happens, I'll make sure that your friend cannot return out of the Shadowfell. Do we have a deal?
Hades, we can figure something else out.
Don't do this.
Just see you in 2 days.
We'll go get him.
As he slices into the wind and opens up the dark portal. He just gestures you to move in. By all means.
Walk in.
Okay, as soon as he passes through, unlike Silix, we can kind of see someone's shimmer after they pass through. There's nothing but shadow as soon as he leaves through. 2 days. As soon as he passes through, you immediately see it. You see a light kind of in the sky, kind of gleaming over what you assume is Curran's gap. The portal shuts.
Does that mean they're back?
Let's go find your mother.
Dira just turns around and starts marching back now.
Okay. Immediately heading back. Is everybody going with Deer? Okay. As you all start running back, making your way as quickly as possible to Curran's Gap, you immediately start hearing a crowd of people wondering what is going on, with the fires now mostly out but the damage is done. Houses are wrecked, but the fire's been put out almost at the exact time of the portals being summoned in. Looks like he didn't fix the damage, he didn't care to, but he at least stopped the damage from progressing. As you immediately head straight to where you assume they would be, heading to home, as you do see your mother and what seems to be not fatally injured, but probably thrown around a couple of times, father. But before we get there, we're going to end it. And save it for next time.
Well, that was a hell of a thing.
I really hate your grandfather.
It's not for you guys to like. There was no reason for you to like.
It's for Dira to resist with everything that she has, just walking up and punching him in the face and taking the consequences.
So
That may yet happen, just so you know. The consequences are death.
theoretically, next session should be no combat. I'm crossing my fingers. No combat next session.
Look at that, Ollie. Please, no.
No combat. Come on.
I have begun to make more bad decisions.
All right. That being said, thank you everyone for watching the stream. Thank you for joining the chat. Love you all, and don't forget to check out Echoes tomorrow. And we'll see you next time. Everybody have a wonderful night. Good night.